Miles?
Must you be so loud?
It isn't my fault you only ever speak in whispers.
Joke as you are, I'm more than happy to return to my chambers.
Don't, I'll hold my tongue, I promise.
What was so important that it couldn't wait until morning then?
Teach me to joust.
Surely you jest, my lady.
Do not call me lady. You know I'm not much of one. And I sincerely mean to joust. I do not jest.
You have neither the strength nor the strategy required to compete in such a vicious sport.
Okay, and that is why you must teach me.
Skills like those are not taught, Thomason. You are either born with them or you are not.
Then give me a test. Let me prove to you that I can joust just as well as any other man, and then you can just help shape the skills I possess until they're as sharp as yours.
Any idea the danger you're putting us in?
You agreed to meet me here.
Yeah, and now I see how foolish I've been. If we're caught.
But we won't be caught. But and even if we were, you're allowed to handle the horses and help jousters to train.
No, I'm allowed to help my lord to train, not little girls that want to meddle in things that aren't theirs to meddle in.
Let me be your lord then. Let me be your lord.
I know not what you mean.
I'll play the part. While Calvin sleeps soundly in his bed, in the cover of night, nobody would question your intentions in practicing after hours. If he could use the practice. His handling of horses is quite stiff, and then his strategy is always so passive, he never
Thompson, I
lets
believe
the
that's
ball.
quite enough. I thought you asked me out to the stables to gaze up at the stars.
My apologies, but I would never ask that of you. Wouldn't waste your time with such foolishness.
You didn't think it foolish when we were children.
A fortress in the woods is no more, Miles. But in neither is our band of mischief makers. We serve Lady Helen and Lord Calvin now.
I know.
Elizabeth's gone.
Her death should have brought us closer to one another.
Not all things we desire come to pass.
Will the rest of us?
Lady Helena and Lord Calvin are expected to uphold their royal reputations. They cannot run about the forest with us playing make-believe like children any longer.
And here you are, asking to step into a suit of armor and play pretend all on your own.
No, I'm not playing pretend.
Oh, what would you call it then?
Stepping beyond the things that I know.
And stepping into things that aren't yours to partake.
I don't see why I shouldn't learn something new.
Perhaps you're blinded by your optimistic...
Will you teach me to joust then, or won't you?
Why are you so bullheaded about this? When your only duty in life is to serve your humble Lady Helena and nothing is expected of you.
I beg your... You think nothing is expected of me?
Your hands are as smooth as they are the day you were born, I reckon. No trying tasks, no any harsh conditions have ever been forced upon them, and yet here you stand, asking to throw yourself into danger and violence.
A person is not solely their hands.
Oh, tell that to every artisan, blacksmith, and baker in this country, then.
You really think nothing is expected of me?
The most difficult part of your day does not involve agony of injured men on the battlefield.
Oh, and neither does yours. Unless you've wedged your way into a war that nobody's heard of.
Nothing is expected of you. All that's required is for you to simply be a lady and go about your day.
Tell me, Miles, when you wake in the morning, must you wear bodices and bindings round your waist so tight that you cannot breathe?
I carry the weight of armor till my bones ache.
Are you expected to smile at every stranger who passes you by?
Respectfulness is not a bad thing.
When serving your lord, must you hold your tongue while men's eyes ravage your bosom? Must you ignore wandering hands when they find your way near your skirts? Do not interrupt me, I pray you. Every single day, I must appear how women do in the portraits. I must curtsy, and sigh, and smile, and act polite and fragile, and nod my head yes, and never say no, because that is what men have decided that women are meant for. They're for looking, they're for touching, but they're not for living. I do not wish to wear these beautiful things. I don't wish to spend my days looking out into the courtyards below. I don't wish for riches. I do not wish for a husband, and I don't wish to do as others please. I wish to joust, and you will teach me.
It is a dangerous sport, my lady.
I would rather a lance strike right through my heart until I bled into the mud than have to wear a new set of jewels upon my décolletage and let a man admire them ever again.
Is that why you've worn breeches beneath your skirt.
More practical.
I didn't know you had those.
It used to be Calvin's.
I thought they might be. The stitching looks familiar. Oh, heavens, what are you doing?
You've already pointed my breeches out. Thus no point in showing off this horrid thing.
Others would have considered that to be a lovely skirt.
Well, I try to keep the considerations of others out of my head, thank you.
I miss Elizabeth too. She was like a sister to me. No one could laugh quite as loudly as she could, nor tame your temper any quicker.
Miles.
We went on such quests together, didn't we? Fighting made-up dragons, storming make-believe kingdoms day in and day out. We had fun, the five of us. Calvin, the scholar, I, the knight, Helena, the beauty, you, the soul, and Elizabeth, the heart of it all. Do you miss her?
Terribly.
I do not believe Calvin has ever recovered.
Your lord feels more than any man I've ever met.
He is kind.
He was in love. I never felt trapped with her. It was like she could see right through me some days. You know, right through to who I truly am. And it was terrifying, but it was her.
Why do you want to joust?
Well, jousting days are her favorite.
Not her favorite.
No.
Her favorite days were the ones spent with you. You're not obligated to die for your love, you know.
No, I do not want to die for it. I want to fight for it. Will you help me?
I worry.
You've always worried.
I fear you'll be hurt far beyond what a nurse can fix.
I would rather be hurt doing something that sets me free than wither away in a cage, wouldn't you?
We are not cut from the same cloth, Thomason. I do not mind my cage much.
You will not teach me to joust then?
I do not mind my cage. You do. You have never been one for the easy path, have you?
You know me too well, Miles.
Pick your steed, my lord.